44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not self. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch. Don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they in Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real. Oh, hey, hey, hey. I'm on West, put me in the grave. I don't give a love about what the nigga gotta say. I'm on West, nigga, till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say, hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sister, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga, training, put through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, nigga, she know I'm a pro. She gotta be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit to go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' a different breed of black man. We don't do the back bend. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. To whoever the world won't hold us. This was a rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some break off and never take off, it's a flex. When the law with you ain't no up next, it's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't be bitch with that ain't no sweat. We would all that, we would call the nigga out the worst part and back. Oh Lord, and everything was fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching act like this, that's we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come under command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100. We unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. Now we ain't with them. They ain't gon' ride. So that's why we unaffiliated with them. We unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, hide the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't butt the system. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in it with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' scratch them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas trippin', they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the Glock with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for kill. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and then they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come under command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100. We unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all welcome together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me, like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them, yeah. Oh! Turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. No, I'm a spokesman by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God they side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. See a man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thuggin' with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endure to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Got Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure. Got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard. Tell them it's all true. Be cautious. That foundation faulty can fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game. I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche. Way above average. Revenge taste sweet. Told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones. This where hope found. Child become a man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that's something to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they want, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Round with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
La.
What about now?
Con.
Most High in Christ. Shalom, Israel. This is Officer Natazayaba Moth. So lock in one moment. Shalom, Israel. This is Officer Natazayab Amath with the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been bringing out the truth that all blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? I'm here with Officer Anashwan. Shalom. Officer Anashwan is my son, Most High in Christ, rocking it out with me, real soldier in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Officer at 50. And we're going to bring it out tonight for sure. So the topic for tonight's class is obey the Most High and be blessed, or continue to be cursed. You know, it's pretty straightforward what that topic is saying. It's saying either you get down with the law, statutes, and commandments, or we're going to continue to live in this hell that we've lived in for the last 400 or 500 years. You know what I'm saying? AKA captivity, AKA oppression, you know, and that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? We've been lied to and told, you know, for generations by the Christian church, the Catholic church, that there's a hell waiting for us under the ground, a lake of fire, you know, waiting for us to burn us for eternity. That's not true. That's not true at all. This isn't the movies, ladies and gentlemen. This is real life. And in real life, the hell that you are going to be cursed with is going to happen while you're alive. You're going to feel the pain while you're alive. You're going to experience these curses right now. And if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American, I'm pretty damn sure you've been experiencing the hell that I'm referring to. You understand? Whether you live in, you know, America, UK, Jamaica, Australia, wherever you are, because the 12 tribes are scattered to the four corners of the earth, you're cursed. Simple as that. If you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, which is being perfect, for lack of better words, then you're damn for sure being cursed. You know, and that curse can come in a lot of different forms and fashions. You know what I'm saying? It could be you directly. It could be someone you love. It could be your parents, your children, your next generation. You know, with that being said, if I could, Officer Anashwan, get Proverbs 7:1, if you could. You know, we're going to talk about today the blessings that the Most High promised us. You know what I'm saying? If we obey him. Like any good father, you know, he has rules. He has expectations. And if we meet those expectations, if we follow those rules, he's going to reward us. He's going to bless us, you know. And on the opposite end, like any good father still, if you disobey, you're going to be punished, AKA you're going to be cursed. And that's what we're dealing with today in America. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about that today. You got that scripture?
Khan.
Let's get straight into it. Proverbs 7:1.
Khan. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee.
He said, keep my words. You know what I'm saying? The words he's referring to is the words that are given to you in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we believe as a people that this book is a white man's book. And that's partly due to us being, you know, introduced to the slave Bible and Christianity from our oppressor. You know, our oppressor is the one who kind of, you know, reintroduced us to this book. You know what I'm saying? And through that experience, we've come to believe that this was somehow their book, you know, and the truth is it's not their book. They hijacked it, you know what I'm saying? And they pretty much, you know, chopped it up, destroyed it, made it to look like something that was meant to benefit them and keep us submissive. You know what I'm saying? Well, the fact of the matter is, well, there's more books that you probably haven't heard about, you know what I'm saying, called the Apocrypha, you know, which has, you know, more of the scriptures that will let you know who you really are, what the curses are, who they apply to, you know what I'm saying, and basically how to conduct yourself as an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? We were never meant to be enslaved. The reason why we are in captivity right now is because of our own disobedience, because we chose not to honor and obey our Father, the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read that from the top again.
My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's talking about lay up my commandments with me. It's basically saying you got to eat, breathe, and sleep these commandments. You know what I'm saying? We have to live this Bible. It's not enough to just praise the Most High and sing songs and dance. You know, that stuff isn't manly anyway, first of all. Second of all, you know what I'm saying? that doesn't have any value to the Most High. All right? The Most High only honors you following his goddamn commandments. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church tells you that, you know, the laws are done away with, and that's just not true. So we're going to see what the Most High says about that, right? Let's go to, was that it on that? Go ahead, continue. I think there was a little more.
Verse 2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye.
Most High in Christ. He's telling you right here, it's an order. Keep my commandments, not choose what you want to obey and pick some and leave the others. You know what I'm saying? But keep my commandments. And what else?
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
Which means to cherish this truth. Cherish the knowledge that you've been given of the law. You know what I'm saying? The laws are not done away with. They're not. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is telling you this is something precious. This is what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need as a constitution, as a blueprint on how to, you know, live life and how to conduct ourselves. You know what I'm saying? As men, as righteous and honorable. You know what I'm saying? And women, righteous and honorable women. You know what I'm saying? This is a blueprint on how to conduct ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So he's telling you to cherish it. You know what I'm saying? Lay up with it. Keep his words close. You know what I'm saying? Don't think this is a fairy tale or some mythological, you know, folk tale. It's none of the above. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth, you know, and the reason why I know that is because I've been through my own personal experiences, and I realized that, you know, this is really what was meant for us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue with that.
Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart.
Stop. Bind them upon thy fingers. You know what I'm saying? Allow that to be the works of your hand. That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? Allow that to be the example of the things that you do in life. You know what I'm saying? And then what was the second part? Bind them to thine heart, something like that.
Write them upon the table of thine heart.
Most High in Christ. And what that's talking about, the heart in this context is talking about the mind. So it's telling you to write them in your mind, keep them, secure, keep them, you know, prominent. You know what I'm saying? At the forefront of your thoughts. Write them on the table of your mind. You know what I'm saying? What do you do with your table? You eat at your table. You work at your table. You talk at your table. Everything that you do, a lot of it's done at the table. You know what I'm saying? And it's telling you to write them upon the table of thine heart. You know what I'm saying? So keep them at the forefront of your mind. Don't allow them to go to a secondary position. Don't allow them to, be pushed back into something that isn't the top priority. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about, seek the kingdom first and everything shall be added to you. And I'm just paraphrasing, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's really nothing you could do without, the commandments of the Most High, the law of the Most High, the words of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we're such a stubborn and hard-headed people. And if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American, I'm talking, I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? We're such a hard-headed people that we always do it backwards. Ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? And we're so stubborn that we'll keep trying and trying and trying. And we've been doing that for generations, right? We're talking about 500 years. That's how stubborn we are. We're going to keep trying to do it our own way. You know what I'm saying? As individuals, as, different denominations and religions and whatever. It's just a numerous amount of ways that we've tried this as a people. And we've failed every single time. And there's a reason why. It's because this hasn't been on the forefront of our mind. This isn't our number one priority. Our number one priority isn't following the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We want to follow after our oppressor. We want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? We want to do what they do. We want to be free to sin. And that's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? What it's really about is having the ability and the attributes to be honorable and have integrity and show strength and discipline and self-control. You know what I'm saying? All of these honorable things that are the most valuable things, you know what I'm saying? If you're honest with yourself and really able to admit these are the most honorable things in life, far above anything else, rubies or gold or whatever you may compare it to. These are the most honorable things in life to be able to attain. And this is our heritage. Our heritage is to be righteous. Our heritage is to have integrity. You know what I'm saying? To show hospitality to our brothers and love and, brotherhood and sisterhood and, all of those honorable things, be righteous judges and protect the weak and all of those things. And for some reason, we rather, take the lesser route. We rather take the easier way, the broad way, which the whole world takes, which is to be scumbags and pieces of shit, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? You want to worry about securing the bag, chasing the bag. You want to worry about getting a bad bitch. You want to worry about, getting the nigga that everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? You want to worry about, following the Joneses and the trends and being fashionable and, you know what I'm saying? All these, just unnecessary things that hold no value, really. Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. And I don't say that lightly, but anyone can't be righteous. Anyone can't be honorable. Anyone can't be a protector of their people. Anyone can't be obedient to their Father and to the Most High. That's the hard things to do. That's the hard things to do in life, to sacrifice your own personal desires, to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, the temptations that are put against you, you know what I'm saying, and to choose righteousness, to choose honor. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let you continue. Go ahead. Continue bringing that out if you could.
I don't think it goes on to a different thing in verse 4.
What was that, the end of 2? That was, or the end of 3?
End of 3.
Most High in Christ. Let me get Matthew 5 and 16 if you could. You know what I'm saying? So really, I'm just going to bring it out to you how important it is for us to get back to the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Get back to the things that made us the most powerful people on the planet. And I'm going to try to relate to you in the best way that I can. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you tell me what makes you powerful. You're the fastest. You're the strongest. You're the most artistic. You're the most intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You invent everything. You create the medicines, the technologies. You know what I'm saying? The standards of living. You know what I'm saying? You know, you do it all. Even Christopher Columbus in his diary talked about the Native Americans being the most amazing and like the best people on the planet. And I'm paraphrasing, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's because he came to this land and he's seen these people, Slakia, that were just clean, right? I mean, they was taking 2 showers a day. They were taking 2 showers a day. And these Europeans weren't bathing for weeks. You know what I'm saying? You see in all the movies, they're throwing buckets of piss outside their windows while people are walking past. That was real. That's facts. That's historical facts. Don't get that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that twisted. The lie is they try to make it seem like we were some type of barbarian when we had plumbing, underground plumbing. We had aqueducts for water transportation. We had, agriculture, advanced agriculture. You know what I'm saying? We had some of our people were building, farms on top of lakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that even happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they were building, they would create mini islands. You know what I'm saying? To grow the agriculture on. So we were just advanced. We were doing surgery. We were doing brain surgery. We were removing teeth. You know what I'm saying? We were doing all types of advanced, medical, techniques and everything like that before these people even came. And when they came, they thought we were witches because we were so goddamn clean, because we knew how to wash our ass. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that was very prominent about these Europeans is that they smelled like shit. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the truth. So, who's really the savages, right? We all know who the savages are. The world could, speak onto who the savages are. The climate could get evidence to the savages are. The nature, the animals on the planet can speak to who the savages are. You understand? We lived in harmony with nature, with the animals, with the climate. You know what I'm saying? And when these goddamn barbarians and cavemen came onto our land, they do what they always do. They kill, steal, and destroy because they're the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? You got that scripture for me?
Khan Adawan Khan.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men.
If I could, really quick, just to narrate, this is Christ speaking. And keep in mind, Christ is our king, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with Israelite culture, Christ is our king. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is our God, right? We don't believe in the Trinity. That's another lie that Christianity has spewed. You understand? But Christ is our king. So when he speaks, you should consider it an order, right? If you were in the army, you'd be given orders, and those orders are to be completed. You know what I'm saying? So when Christ speaks, he's giving us an order. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead, continue.
Khan Adawan Khan. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and
Stop. Go ahead. Finish that. My bad.
And glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Stop. So the example that we set as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is what our people, Israelites, will follow. You know what I'm saying? If we not really living these commandments, which is the truth, Israelite, a Black, Hispanic, and Native American, they gonna know. You know how I know that? Because I'm a fucking Hispanic. Slakia. I'm a Hispanic. And when I came into the truth, I was looking for the same things. You know what I'm saying? When I first came into the ISPK, I was looking for any falsehood, and I found none. That's why I'm here right now. That's why you see me on this screen, because I found none. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. My son, Anashwan, I would not have him here with me. He wouldn't have followed me on this path that I'm on. You understand? He wouldn't have been here blessed with the truth that we're blessed with, the knowledge that we're blessed with. You know what I'm saying? But because the Most High had favor on us, we're here. The water to the Most High for that. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to raise our brothers and sisters up out of the dust because of it. You understand? You know, the truth of the matter is, you know, we're very skeptical people. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna just take your word for it, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the type of people, we want to see signs and wonders and all that. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, the wonders is this, the miracles is this. Not to say Abba Maf, Anashwan. Before we were those men, we were disgusting creatures. And the miracle is this, that we're not anymore. We are not anymore. We have a moral compass. We have a culture. We have an identity. We are the Israelites. And before we knew this, we were subjected to slavery. We were subjected to, you know, abuse by our captors and our oppressors. But we're not victims anymore. And what we're trying to do is help you not be a victim anymore, because you are. When you celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's, you're a goddamn victim. You know why? Because you don't even know what the hell that is. You've been doing that shit since you was 5 years old in kindergarten, drawing pictures of little fucking turkeys and Santa Clauses and Christmas trees with no second guess. No questions whatsoever. You didn't ask, why, mommy? Why am I? You didn't do none of that shit. So I don't want to hear, why are you a goddamn Israelite? You're an Israelite. The Bible's yours. Believe it. Wake the hell up. You're not in the Matrix no more, Neo. Wake up. It's not a movie. This is real life. If I could, continue.
Khan out of one Khan. I'm going to start from the top, Salaki. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
The point is, like any good child, it's to honor our goddamn parents. You know what I'm saying? Honor our father. You know what I'm saying? He's given an order. He's given us a blueprint. He's given us instruction on how to conduct ourselves as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have a constitution. It's called the Bible. That's ours. It doesn't belong to anybody else. It's not for anyone else. If you didn't know, John 3:16 was talking about Israelites. It wasn't talking about any heathen nation. I know that's hard to swallow. It's a very, very difficult pill to swallow when you're under the, brainwashing of our oppressors. It's because they want to be included in that. They're not, though. They're not included. You know how they're not included in that? Because they're the most diabolical and disgusting, creatures. because they are creatures on this goddamn planet, if they even had the smallest inkling of being included into the goddamn protection of the Most High and the covenant, then they would do something honorable. They would do something right. They would follow some part of the law, statute, and commandment. But they don't. They do the exact opposite. They tell you that you can be an LGBTQ member. They tell you that you could be, a whoremonger. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that, all number of things. You can abort your children and smoke weed and eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and, do whatever your heart desires. They say it's all okay. You know what I'm saying? Which tells you that they know, without a doubt, the Bible is not talking about them. It's not. It's just not. Just imagine if you had a chance to be favored by the Most High, wouldn't you try to do what he wants you to do? He's telling you to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's really not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? Just don't eat pork, don't eat shrimp, don't eat crab, don't, sleep with your brother's rib. You know what I'm saying? Don't unalive your damn brother. You know what I'm saying? And a few more things. It's not difficult. Just don't be a piece of shit, and you're gonna make it into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have a chance to make it into the kingdom. So what are they gonna do? Like a sore loser and a miserable person and a little fucking, disgusting creature that they are, they're gonna try to drag you into hell with them. That's why they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. The word devil means deceiver. They're going to lie to you, and they're going to try to tempt you, and they're going to try to convince you to go against your Father, the Most High, so you can then, join them in their goddamn captivity, because they're going into captivity just like they put blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans into captivity. They're going into captivity. But if I could, is that everything on that?
Loud. In the next scripture, is talking about blessings.
What was that again? Where were you at?
Verse 17.
Start from the beginning.
Khan. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So this right here should, eliminate any confusion. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church tells you every day that, the laws are done away with. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. He's come to fulfill the laws, not do away with them. You understand? So what's our duty? Our duty is to follow our king. You know what I'm saying? If he follows the law, statutes, and commandment, then God damn it, we're going to follow the same law, statutes, and commandments. It's really not hard. It's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? You too, I'm not sure.
Come, sir.
All right, let me get Deuteronomy 28:1, if you could. You know what I'm saying? So, what we're going to continue to do in the ISUPK is we're going to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to raise our brothers and sisters out of the dust, and we're going to change the whole dynamic of the world as you know it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? We're trendsetters. We are the true rightful rulers of this planet, of this earth, of the societies, of every, dynamic that you may want to describe it as. We run this shit. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So if I could, you got that for me?
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, thou shalt hearken diligently the voice of the Lord, thou Salakia, the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Salakia. If I could, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna pause it for a second. I have a little technical difficulties. Salakia, bear with me, Israel.
When that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy. We gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud. Straight to glory. They don't know how I did it. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. They mad. I'm too solid. Circle tight. Yeah. Vacuum seal. No, they want my life. I ain't worried. I got rank for real. I got real soldiers. Kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately. You is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you. Circle small, you can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. Swear I brought this chimney sweep. Ain't coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life. I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in that attic like that.
All right. We back down to Israel. The water for being patient with me. You understand? If I could, let's get right back into it. Go ahead, start from the top on that if you could.
Honorable Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all.
Salakia. Let me stop you for a second. I want you to understand. Read that first part, just the first part again, right from the top.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
Stop. If. Quotation. If. That's the key word. You know what I'm saying? If thou shalt hearken. This is, for lack of better words, this is conditional. You know what I'm saying? This is telling you, you pretty much, you got a choice. You could choose to not do it, or you can choose to do it. If you follow it, if you hearken, you know what I'm saying, to the Most High, then continue.
Khan, diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments. So, like, you want me to read on?
Continue.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Stop. Very simply put, it's either you honor the Most High, follow his commandments, or the Most High just, he's not going to fuck with you. Shalakia. God does not love the sinner. That's just another Christian lie. You know what I'm saying? God loves the sinner, but not the sin. Nah, man. That's not for real. You know what I'm saying? That's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? God hates the goddamn sinner. You understand? If you out here sinning, you know what I'm saying, you know, he's disgusted with you. He don't want nothing to do with you. Just like you, if you're really righteous and honorable, you had some kids who weren't doing what you told them to do, how you gonna feel? You're gonna be like, man, these little you know what I'm saying? I'm not messing with them, man. You know what I'm saying? They got one more time to mess up before I kick these little motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And the reality is that's the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna deal with you in the same way. You got about a couple times to not do what the hell he tells you to do, and you're gonna get kicked the hell out. He gonna turn from you, man. He gonna let you be given to your lesser self, to the vices and the temptations that you chose. You know what I'm saying? And that's just really what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is a goddamn lie. They're a lie, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you everything that's, you know, feels good and positive, and you know what I'm saying, have you believe in that you can do whatever the hell you want to be. You could be a stripper, a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying, a predator, you know, a sexual deviant, and all of the above. And as long as you come to church on Sunday and pay them tithes, you good. You in the clear. That's a goddamn lie. Your ass is going to be cursed, and that's why you're cursed. You know what I'm saying? The Most High says to be ye therefore perfect. And I'm paraphrasing, of course. Be perfect, man. What does perfection mean? It means to follow the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. That's it. Whatever commandments apply to you, follow them to the T. If you could do that, you're going to have a crown waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that? Go ahead, continue.
Khan, verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee.
Salak, if I could, start from the beginning.
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy... You say something?
Yeah, stop. Salakia, stop. You know what I'm saying? If you do these commandments, if you hearken unto the Lord, you know what I'm saying? If you obey, these are all conditional. You want to talk about free will? Yeah, you got the free will. You got all the free will that you want. You either going lay down or get down. It's that simple, man. There is no, ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Most High hates those that are lukewarm. If you think you're going to sit on the fence and you're going to go to church and you're going to praise the Most High and pay your tithes, but you want to smoke weed, you want to sleep with random women, random men, nah, you cook, man. You cook. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to collect $200. No pass go. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to do one or the other. Simple as that. You might as well go and do everything that your wicked ass self desires. Because if you're not ready for this, man, you might as well just go be like the oppressor. Be like Esau, man. The white man. You know what I'm saying? Go jump off mountains and bridges and airplanes and risk your life and tempt the Most High, because you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And when you die, you're going to be punished in the next life. Your kid's going to be punished. And unto the 7th generation, your ass going to feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can make a choice. You can make a choice to, have some integrity, some honor. You know what I'm saying? And, follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And save the people that you love. Sacrifice yourself by doing what's right. That's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Don't just think about yourself. Think about your kids. Think about your grandparents and the people who have died before you. because there is a such thing as reincarnation. And depending on what you do will determine their future as well. You know what I'm saying? If you handle your business, you are an obedient child to the Most High. Hey man, you might just put your people in position to win. You know what I'm saying? They might just wake up in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Where Christ returned, and we're in rulership. You know what I'm saying? We got all the riches and royalty you could ever ask for. You know what I'm saying? Or we can keep going through the same shit we've been going through for the last 400 or 500 years and keep being the tail while our oppressors are ahead, while we're the bottom of the bucket, the last hired, the first fired, you know, blase Skippy, just the bottom of the bucket. You know what that feels like. If you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you know what the hell that feels like. I ain't got to explain it to you because you're living in it. As much as you want to make the, you know, internet believe and social media believe that you living it up and you on top of the world and you got all these good things going, that's fine. Work hard because that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Keep on striving because that's who you are. That's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. But if you're not obeying the Most High, all that shit means nothing. You're going to fail. Let me tell you something. Satan, he could also so-called bless you. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not a blessing because it's a temptation. But I'm going to get into that in a second. Go ahead, continue what you got. I want to break this down because it's heavy. Deuteronomy 28.
Khan Khan. You want me to start from the top?
Wherever you need to. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Salakia, stop. I got to stop you right there. I'm trying to get through it, y'all. I really am. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is heavy, man, because in the world, Christianity and Catholicism teaches you to John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, blase, skippy, lotta. Wrong. And God don't love everybody. Jesus Christ did not die for everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm really not sorry. It feels good because I was once asleep as well. I was once lied to as well. Just like Thanksgiving, just like Christmas. Christmas not real, if you didn't know. Jesus Christ was not born on December 25th. That's a lie. Thanksgiving is a goddamn lie. The Pilgrims and the Indians didn't sit down peacefully and eat together and hallelujah and all that shit. That's a fucking lie, okay? The white man has broken every single treaty that they have agreed to with the Native Americans. And that's why Native Americans on their reservations right now living like a goddamn third world country. You know what I'm saying? With brown water coming out of their faucets, wearing flip-flops as shoes. You should have seen how happy some young man, some young warrior and soldier, my brother was. My goddamn brother, how happy he was to get a used pair of shoes. That's what's happening on the reservations. You know what I'm saying? The reality is that the white man, the oppressor, is the devil. You know what I'm saying? El Blanco, El Diablo, however the fuck you say it. You know what I'm saying? He's the devil. Simple as that. But go ahead, continue.
Khan, verse 2. And all of these blessings shall come unto thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He's telling you right here, man. He's promising you. You do what a good child is supposed to do, you're going to get rewarded. Continue.
Khan, verse 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed thou shalt be in the field.
Stop. Where we live at? Black man, Hispanic man, Native American. We live in the cities. You know what I'm saying? Blacks are what, 15%? of the United States. Hispanics are about 18, maybe 20%. And majority of us live in the major cities. You know what I'm saying? And where we at? We in the field, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? We cutting down trees, we building houses, we picking your fruits. You know what I'm saying? We working in your hotels, in your hospitals, in your restaurants. We in the field, man. We putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Khan Khan. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground.
Stop. No, continue. Go ahead, continue.
And the fruit of thy cattle.
Stop. Basically, that's telling you what you already know. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you're great. You know what I'm saying? And there's no stopping your greatness. And for whatever reason, maybe it's your mama gave you the confidence, or your daddy, or whoever it was, but it's the Most High. It's just who we are. You know what I'm saying? We are the salt of the earth. We are the greatness upon this planet. We invent everything. We are the creators of everything. You know what I'm saying? We give flavor to everything. You know what I'm saying? And even though we're in this captivity and in this oppression, there's a reason why the heathens and every other nation wants to be like us. There's the reason why you got Japanese people in goddamn Japan dressing like cholos. Look it up. It's a trend. They want to be us. There's a reason why everyone wants to be as fast as the Judites, so-called blacks and Levites, Haitians, and you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they want to, be artistic like us and, make music like us and still are everything that we do. Because even in captivity, we still can't be stopped. We're still greater than everybody else. Imagine if we weren't in captivity. Imagine if we weren't being oppressed because we're so weak that we allow our vices to, constrict us, to keep us down. Because it's nobody else but us. I promise you that. If you weren't smoking weed, if you weren't eating that goddamn Thanksgiving turkey and serving that goddamn Christmas tree and them gifts and aborting your kids and all that shit, if you weren't doing that, we'd be on top of the goddamn world. It's very simple to think. Put the Bible to the side. If you was doing everything you were supposed to do as a man or woman, Black, Hispanic, or Native American, right? If you weren't getting high, if you was disciplined, going to work, putting in the work, educating yourself, you know what I'm saying? Allowing your true attributes and abilities to flourish, what could we possibly do? We'd rule the goddamn earth. It's not hard to imagine. Go ahead, continue.
Khan Khan. And the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed thou shalt be when thou goest out.
Stop. It's real simple. Obey the Most High, your Father, and he will reward you with everything that your heart desires. Now go ahead, drop down to verse 15 if you could.
Khan Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the Lord, Salakia, unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Stop. Repeat that.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Continue.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and
Stop.
overtake thee.
Look, my brothers and sisters, put the blunt down so y'all can understand what's going on, what he just said. It's very simple. It's very simple. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you get blessed. If you don't, your ass gonna be in hell. You're gonna feel the fire of hell that Christianity and Catholicism has shoved down your goddamn throat and told you to be afraid of. You in hell right now because you're disobedient. You don't know how to listen. You don't know how to put that blunt down. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to keep that woman and not throw her away. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to be brotherly to your brother. You know, you want to celebrate Christmas and all these pagan holidays, Easter and Halloween, and make it seem like it's about the kids when that's a goddamn lie. It's about you because you want to be lazy and you don't want to put in the work to actually train your children up the right way. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Most High is telling you. Continue.
Curse shall be in the city, and curse shall be in the field.
Stop. Is that not us? Are we not cursed in the city, in the ghettos, in the barrios? Are we not cursed? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You could be a king, a SD, a GD, a BD, a Mo, whatever the fuck you want to be. Salakia. You're cursed. Your people are cursed. Your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy, your grandmama, your uncles and your aunties, your nieces and your nephews, your sons and your daughters. We're all cursed. We've been cursed for a long time. And we've been hitting our head up against the same damn wall, trying again, generation after generation, making the same goddamn mistakes. That's why we're all cursed with the same afflictions. You call them generational curses. I call them punishments from the Most High. We'll never be able to overcome these afflictions if we don't overcome disobedience. If we don't come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know how you do that? You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to be taught all over again. Everything that you've been taught since you were a child was a goddamn lie. So you're going to have to come into the ISUPK and relearn everything again. That's the truth. I know it's hard to hear, but you know you've been lied to. Since you was in kindergarten, when you was coloring them little fucking, turkeys and Christmas trees, you've been lied to. That's a lie. That's not your culture. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and fruit of thy land, the increase of thine kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
All right, drop that. Let me get Baruch 4:1. You know what I'm saying? The reality is this: we got a lot of work to do, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of work to do, but it's very possible. We're capable of attaining the kingdom. We're capable of being righteous because naturally that's who we are. We are the most hospitable, the most loving and caring people on the damn planet. You know what I'm saying? When we were in rulership, we taught these goddamn cave people how to bathe, how to have, plumbing, how to have water, how to grow crops. You know what I'm saying? We did this. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they were like us. But we made a very grave mistake, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not like us. They're animals. And we got to treat them as such. We got to train them with the dogs. They're best friends. We got to keep them there. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Go
Go ahead.
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
Stop. What is that? Baruch, right?
Khan.
The law that endureth forever. Continue.
Khan. All they have, Salakia, all that they kept, it shall come to life. But such as leave it shall die.
Stop. This is letting you know once again that life, protection, prosperity are all tied to keeping the law. There is no other way. There's no alternative route. There's a fucking million different denominations of Christianity and Catholicism. I can name them all. I don't want to. And they all got their own different variations of how to get to Christ. That's a lie. There's only one way to get to Christ. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we do in the ISUPK. We don't do nothing else. It's not hard. We ain't doing nothing special. We living the Bible. That's it. We're not talking about it. We're not, none of that shit. Man, look. Continue.
Khan, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of thy light, of the light thereof.
Stop. Jacob is talking about Israel. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about the 12 tribes. Walk in the light thereof. I've given you countless examples of the example that we're meant to be. I've given you countless examples of why we're the best on the planet Earth. When are you going to step into those shoes? When are you going to fulfill the duty that's been given to you, that you've been called for? If you're listening to this class, if you hear my voice, there's a reason why you're listening, man. Many are called, but few are chosen. That's the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep putting in this work. We're going to keep being on the corners. You know what I'm saying? And giving the truth to our people. But if we're not out here sacrificing and putting in the work in, we're not out here, correcting our brothers and sisters, it ain't gonna happen. Drop that. Let me get Luke. Let me get John 10:10. If I could. You know what I'm saying? What we're dealing with, the situation that's at hand is this. Either we're going to start taking the time and really getting in a position, really, you know what I'm saying, obeying and getting disciplined, you know what I'm saying, really getting serious. That's what I want to say. If we're not going to really get serious about being the rulers that we're supposed to be, we're going to continue to be in this hell that we're in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to fall. We're going to continue to see our people destroyed. That's one of the worst things about this shit, is knowing the truth and having to look up every day and see my people utterly destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Dry bones. You know what I'm saying? And my job is to raise up those dry bones. It's not an easy job. Being in this truth is not easy. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth it. Every single day that I sacrifice is a glorious thing. I don't take it in vain whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna continue to put in this work. I'm gonna continue to follow the footsteps in front of me that have been set by Commanding General Hanna and all the generals and the captains and the higher ranking men. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue to follow their footsteps and endure to the end. Go ahead, let me get that. John 10:10.
Khan. This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that
Go ahead, continue.
they might have it more abundantly.
That's it. That's the gist of everything that we're doing. We're at war. It's nothing less but warfare that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking that this is funny games. Stop thinking that this is, you have the time to decide, and there's 1,000 different religions out there, and you want to figure out which one's fit for you. No, you're wasting time. You're wrong. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you have a job to do. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to wake up our people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. That's why I made this title today. You know what I'm saying? Obey the Most High and be blessed. And that's why I'm here right now on this class, is because I'm blessed to have my sons with me. You know what I'm saying? By my side, going to war with me. Officer Nashwan, putting in the work by my side. But at the same time, now that they have that knowledge, it's up to them. It's up to them to endure. You know what I'm saying? It's up to them to get that crown when Christ returns. You know what I'm saying? And if they, for whatever reason, don't, man, look, I'm going to keep on moving, because at the end of the day, my brothers, my sisters, my mother, my father is those who are doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that. Matthew 12:50. You know what I'm saying? If you're not out here putting this work in, man, I don't really have too much time for you. I'll answer some questions. I'm going to make some videos. You can comment, like, share, whatever you may see fit. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not going to make it. This road is a narrow road. It's not the wide road. There's a reason why there's goddamn 2-3 billion Christians on the planet and Catholics, is because that's not the right way, man. It's not the right way. And the Most High's house ain't going to be no child molestation. Ain't going to be no robbery. Ain't going to be no, wickedness and none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love the ISBK, because we're not going for none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? We hold ourselves to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we're not dealing with men, because at the end of the day, men, they fuck up. And when they do fuck up, they're going to be held to a high standard. They're going to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be dismissed and disassociated with. We don't play them games. We are not affiliated. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're not affiliated with no fake Israelite groups and none like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they out here doing all type of wickedness and causing confusion. You know what I'm saying? And sowing discord amongst the brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And we're not rocking with none of that. You got that for me?
Khan Adam Khan.
Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Stop. It's very simple. My family are those who obey the Most High. That's it. That's it. If it's in the law, statutes, and commandments, you shouldn't be doing them. You should be following that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not following it, you're not my family. It's that simple. You're not paying tithes to the ISUPK, you are not my family. You celebrating Christmas, you are not my family. You eating crab, shrimp, lobster, catfish, whatever the hell, tuna, I don't care. You're not my family, man. Now, I'm going to try to save you. That's just who I am naturally. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to raise you up out of the dust. But if you're not with it, man, look, I'm not rocking with you, man. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? With that, I want one more scripture, and we're going to end it on that. Matthew 24:15. Because this is the goddamn, requirements that we need to get what we're supposed to get. You got that?
Khan Adam Khan.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, then let them, Salakia, hold up. Salakia.
No sweat.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet. Salakia, what was the scripture again? Was it 25 or 24?
No, Matthew 25. Matthew 25. No, 24. My bad. Matthew 24 and 13.
Oh, Salakia. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
It's very simple, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? We got to put in this work until Christ's return. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You got to fight the temptation. You know what I'm saying? Man shall not live on bread alone, but on the words that cometh out of the, mouth of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Satan tempt, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shah. He has the power to give you, these false, successes. Look at Diddy. Look at all the celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Look at all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Who are utterly destroyed. They got all the money in the world, and they're utterly destroyed. You know what I'm saying? That's not blessings from the Most High. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? You out here chasing the bag, but you foregoing your morality, you're not being blessed by the Most High. The Most High is allowing Satan to, use you as an example. Simple as that. It don't matter about your money. It matters about your morality. It matters about your obedience. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to serve the Most High regardless of all the temptations of riches and power? And, Satan told Christ that he'll give him the kingdoms of the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's letting you know right there that, he has the power to offer you these things. It's not a blessing. I promise you it's not a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you being tricked out your spot. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we got to continue to put the work in, you know what I'm saying, and endure to the end. And that's what we're doing in the ISUPK. The water to the Most High for Commander General Hana and the generals and the captains and every brother and sister that has sacrificed for this work, you know what I'm saying, to allow me to be here, to allow my sons to be here, you know what I'm saying, because this is the truth. There's nothing more real than this. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it with our own eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm experiencing it day by day. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, trying to raise my brothers and sisters up because I was once in their position. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that we all need to be woken up. We all need that help. You know what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, everybody not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We out here every Thursday, ISUPK Mexico. Scripture breakdown class. We got ISUPK Mexico every day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all that. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, you know what I'm saying, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? With that, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ.